Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was just thinking about what caliber is the most affordable you can buy. The reason why is I thought I was going to get a 380 caliber pistol, but I changed my mind. But I'm like, man, I bought quite a bit of ammo, so I'm thinking about it. Then I started thinking about what's the most affordable caliber, and of course it's the 9mm. Because I think I bought some. I gotta look at it, but it was like $13.99 for 9mm, for about a box of 50. And some people was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot that whole box. Well, you start shooting 2 or 3 of those boxes, that's $30. I'm a baller on a budget, so I feel like a good day for me if I shoot about 30, per week, keep about 20, maybe shoot every other to kind of stretch it out, make sure I have ammo for when I need it. Right now for my Taurus, I have just 2 magazines for 20, with 12 rounds plus 1. That's not bad to me. I feel pretty good. And then I think about, man, why is, ammo is so expensive? I'm saying to myself, like, what could be cheap? I realized my 10mm for my high point, that's like very expensive. I don't know. I mean, you have to give me a little bit of grace because I legitimately didn't know anything about what's the best calibers and stuff like that. So when I got it off the price. Like, wow, this is cheap. But also I'm just like I do Les Lito. I buy according to my needs, and I have to have something that I can be able to afford. It's about what you can afford too. So the dry fire, that definitely helps out in pricing, which I can't find my dry fire bullet. It's somewhere in my living room. My crazy cat probably think it's a toy and push it around somewhere, like underneath my couch or something. But what is affordable to you? And that's all type of brands. Definitely, I realized that Full Metal Jacket is the cheapest, but it does the most damage. And sometimes I think about, I want to be a responsible person. I don't want the bullet to go through a person and, hit the next person. That is not my goal that I thought about. It's just like, what's the situation? What is there anything that, if it's avoidable, if somebody was taking out a room of whoever, and then you have that Full Metal Jacket, then it's kind of like, you hope nobody gets hit, but it is a possibility. But if you do nothing, a lot more people can be hurt, so you got to kind of weigh that in. So it, there's not, everything is not black and white. It's, it's a lot of gray areas in things. But if you know any website that crazy dirt ammo, I'm gonna let you in a little secret. I'm actually looking into a third gun. I know I'm into a gun kick right now, but I really want something just for my car. My Taurus is my service pistol when I work in church. I don't carry it on the norm. Not that I can't. I really can't, to be honest, with my work. It's in my car. But if something, I want something that if it, unfortunately, if it does get stolen or taken, I won't feel the pinch. That's really the truth. So, and I know some people God already crucified, but I may get another high point like a C9, or 380. We'll see. But that 380, man, even though it looks ugly as sin, that thing is so freaking dirt cheap. I think budshop.com got one for like $120, and if I knew a used place that have it for $100, that'd be perfect if I could just get it for $100. There is a gun store, but I'm pretty sure if it is there, it's like $180, which is not bad. But if I could pay like $150 out the door, that'd be perfect. I'll love you if you give me a holster too. But I have a gun lock box in my car and a key. So it'll be very hard for you to take. And then on top of that, you won't even see it. So yeah. But anyway, what you think? What would you recommend as a gun according to the caliber that's affordable? I think for the AK-47 that I shot, what is it, 39 millimeters? Them some nice long cartridge, boy. But man, with them nice long cartridges, you probably got a nice long price to go along with it. Now, when someone tell me that 22 is pretty affordable too, I know the person where I went over the house with, he had like a bucket, like you had like M&Ms, It was just like this big old thing. He said he paid $100 for 1,000. I think that's what he told me. And I said, that's not bad. And then, I'm thinking about the rifle thing. I'm like, At first I was thinking about the AK-47, like, I don't want that accidentally shoot, through the walls. But first thing first, nobody's breaking into a apartment complex where it's connected to each other, just regular. It's just, now if it was like a separate apartment and or a house where you just got entries as wide, then it's different. But then I thought about it, I'm like, okay, if I shoot anything accidentally, it's gonna be it's gonna be bad, right? But that's where you gotta use good common sense, like gun safe, gun lock, gun something. And I know some people don't do this, but I have it where my ammo is separate. My magazine is not, I would have to put in racket. And some people say, well, what's the point of that? I mean, that's just how I feel. And also I have a daughter, so it's an extra level of safety for me. And plus, remember, I have multiple less lethal weapons. So I have my Berner TCR, then I have my Soul Supply literally on my nightstand, then I have my shotgun. If you can survive those shots of all of a sudden you breaking in my house in a busy apartment complex, then you deserve what you get. But but what I think it is, what I want and how I move is, I have my less lethal in my hand, and then my gun on my side. So I do less lethal. If somehow they can bypass that, then I just take my gun, But I'm always going to support less lethal as a first option, because I believe 90% of a situation is avoidable. I mean, you can mostly walk away from most issues. If you're in environments where confrontation happened, then I have to question why you're there. And you got the right to be there, like you're at a bar, you have the right to drink. And of course, with alcohol, anything can happen. But why put yourself in that type of situation where a crisis happened? But I've never been a bar person. I don't even drink, so I don't have the authority to kind of talk about that community. But for the most part, look for something. I just want to look for a cheap something that's just strictly in my car that I can pull out, that I can afford. And and if it's taken, it won't be a huge hit. So I don't know, I may do that High Point 380. I mean, my God, it's like some places $110. I mean, you take that's like, shoot, I got less lethals, that's like triple the price of that, And I'm not asking for it to take down, a drug cartel. I just need to stop one or two people, as hopefully that will stop them and I can get away, or I use my less lethal and get away, and for some reason they can get from that, then I can pull that out as the last resort. But survival is always key, and because I have a weapon, it doesn't make me the militia leader where I'm going to save the situation. My whole thing is, if I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it. My pride is not so big where I can't run. It means less paperwork, less accountability, less issue, less argument. You can go home to your house and your family and live another day, versus I gotta be 2A and protect my rights, and next thing you know, you try to figure out, your wife is trying to figure out how to get you out of jail because you have to prove your manhood, or vice versa. She like, I gotta take my gun, and whatever, prove womanhood or whatever. So, let's think of different things. Tell me what you think, what you have, and and one thing I will say, it's just gonna be some people never gonna be happy what gun you get. Like, well, it's this, and well, it's that, and well, it's this. Well, it's, you know, it's just do what's best for you. You know, right? Do what's best for you. I saw a comment that says having a high point is better than having a $600 what is it? A $600 Glock in layaway. And I think I read somebody post that says having a high point is better than having no point at all. So, but hey, you know, I'm a social worker. You know, we're not very rich over here, but we do good work to help the people. So that's all I have. Have a great one.